Hi there, everyone. Not sure how many are actually going to be here live tonight. I imagine you might still be finishing up your holiday weekend, whether you traveled or visited or just stayed home or whatever you did. I hope it was a nice one. And my thanks and gratitude to anyone who's had a soldier lost in defense of our country. So that's what it's all about today on Memorial Day. Alrighty, I'm just going to go ahead and get started, and if you're jumping in, great, and if you're watching live later, just chime in on comments and share what you've done once we're all done here. Alrighty, I pulled out a couple stamp sets that I haven't used for a while, or I haven't used at all yet, actually. Everything can be found either in the January to June mini catalog or the new annual from May to April. I'll have everything listed once I get posted. You'll know what page numbers and all that kind of good stuff. So let's go ahead and get started. What you needed tonight was a piece of cardstock, 5.5 by 8.5, that's light enough to stamp on. I'm going to be using pale papaya. Then also, and that should be scored at 4 1/4 like usual. Then the same color, 3 by 5 1/4. Again, I'm using pale papaya, and I said if you wanted to, you could stamp on that tone on tone, you could emboss it, you could do whatever you want to with it. And then you needed 3 focal point images that are about 1.5 inches each. So whether you did a die cut, you'd have something you stamped and cut out, anything like that, that's what will work. Hi Marilyn, thanks for joining in tonight. And then you need some kind of phrase that's about 2 to 3 inches long and really no more than about 3/4 inches tall. And then any other accessories that you wanted to have handy. And I'm just realizing I left my adhesive over on the other end of the table. So give me 1 second. As per usual, I always leave something hiding on the other side. Oh, goodness. Okay, so let's go ahead and get started. The first thing you're going to do is you're going to take that card base and just enhance your score line a little bit with your bone folder. Alrighty, and then the tone on tone piece, as you can see here, I took mine and I stamped tone on tone with this flower image from Color and Contour, and I just stamped that repeatedly in the pale papaya all over my pale papaya piece. Say that 5 times fast. Now this is the point where you can decide if you want to use dimensionals or not. I'm going to go ahead and just put everything down flat on my first sample, and then as you see it through other samples, you'll see how it can be popped up. All right, this is going to get adhered near the top, so near the top of the fold, and you should have a pretty nice even border around, like so. Okay, then go ahead and grab that phrase that you picked out. We're going to be stamping it down here. I'm going to choose the bottom right corner. You can center it, you can do it on the left side, whatever you like. So I'm going to use from that same stamp set, Color and Contour. I'm going to use the phrase that says, "You are absolutely amazing." And I'm going to go ahead and stamp that in a coordinated color that's a little bit darker, and I'm picking Calypso Coral. It's a nice offset to the pale papaya color. Here's my "You're absolutely amazing." And like I said, I'm going to choose to stamp that just right down in my bottom corner, like so. Alrighty, then you're going to grab those focal points that you made. And what I did is I took 3 circles and I stamped that same flower. I did two of them in the papaya and 1 in the coral, just to have something a little bit different. Now we're just going to make basically a diagonal pattern from corner to corner. So you're just going to lay them out approximately like that, and you can choose to pop them up at this point, or you can just take them down directly. Remember, if you're sending this through the mail, sometimes the less dimension is better. It might save you some postage or something like that. If you're sending it out. If you're handing it over to someone, of course, go ahead. Put all the dimension in it that you like. All right, now I'm going to take that coral one and just go ahead and add it to the middle. And that is your very basic layout of tonight's, for tonight. So then I'm going to go ahead and show you what I did to enhance it. So this time, instead of just stamping it, I did use an embossing folder. Let me lift this up just a little bit. There, you can see I think it's called Pretty Petals. I'll make sure I have the name correctly when I post them. It is in the annual catalog. And then this Color and Contour set coordinates with the scalloped contour dies. So I went ahead and I stamped those flowers, but then I used the matching die to cut them out. And then I added a piece of pale papaya ribbon tied in a bow to that center flower. All right, so both my layer and my flowers are popped up. So it gives it a little bit of dimension plus the extra dimension with our little bow. I can see my camera keeps going fuzzy, so I apologize if that's working out. I have a new camera, or new phone, and I think the camera focuses differently depending on what I'm doing. So I apologize for that if something comes in and out of focus for a minute. Hopefully it'll pop back in a second. Okay, then the next one, let me just put this up here a little bit. There we go. This one actually is from the Hedgehog stamp set. I haven't used the hedgehogs themselves very much yet, but I thought this little birdie in there was just so cute. And then I used one of our new shape collections for the hexagon die and added the phrase again from that hedgehog set. And this particular one is embossed with the timber embossing folder. I colored them with my blends, and I added one little glossy dot to the flower in the middle. Okay, then I grabbed, let me double check what it's called. It is called Count on Me. And it's a set in the annual catalog. Come on, focus. Where are you? Hopefully that'll pop in a second. I can see now this camera is going to frustrate me for video filming. Okay, let me drop it down a little maybe. How about now? No? Oh my goodness. Okay. So sorry, Marilyn, you're probably going nuts watching this thing go in and out. But there we go. Now that's a little bit better. I used the penguin from that set. Again, it's called Count on Me. And the phrase comes from One Happy Family. And then I used our new parakeet party color with the new metallic ribbon. And I colored the balloons in with my parakeet blends. And that one was embossed with the gingham embossing folder. And then lastly, I'll just show you where the inspiration for this card came from. It was from a splat from fellow demonstrator Julie Barkley. So here was her version, and I believe this is Lovely You, and you can see she did the 3 different colors for her focal points and added a little border, scalloped edged circle around there, has some ribbon there. Hi Sarah, Pennsylvania. I hope you guys had good weather for Memorial Day. It was pretty good here in Wisconsin today, so hopefully that continued towards you. And then I believe she added one of the iridescent rhinestones down there. So this was the inspiration piece for tonight. Again, this was from fellow demonstrator Julie Barkley, and I got that from her in a swap. So there are my extra samples for you tonight. This was, of course, the one we made on live tonight. Your basic layout and then how to enhance it from there. Once this video posts, you'll have all the information about page numbers and all that kind of stuff, so you know exactly where all of these elements came from. So this was Color and Contour, this is Hedgehogs, and this is Count on Me. And again, I'll make sure that that's all in there for you. It got hotter. Yes, it did. It did. We're back up into warmer weather again today. So I guess maybe summer's really here now, Sarah. I don't know. We kind of skipped spring, I feel. Could kind of use a little bit of that back, but but yeah, it is pretty warm here too. I think we were in the 80s for sure today, and of course we get the nice humidity as well. So that was not that great, but you know, watching the sunshine from inside in the air conditioning was pretty good for me today. All right, guys, thank you so much for joining me live tonight. I appreciate you checking in on your Memorial Day, and I will see you again next week, Monday. Take care, everybody. Bye-bye.